So Playboi Carti's Opium has probably been the thing that's been talked about the most this past year, looking at this new gen rap scene with artists Ken Lone and Homicide Gang quickly rising to the top, being no question the top label in the rap game. But recently this label has gained lots of popularity, and whether that's because of not dropping music or allegations, but let's take a look at what's next for these artists when it comes to new music as well as the current state of their careers. Now starting with the not so teen X, fucking adult X, Mr. Chaos Ken Carson apparently supposed to drop his deluxe to his highly successful album Great Chaos, which had dropped last year in October, which Ken just said in an interview that it actually is dropping before his tour that starts on July 8th.
Some details about More Chaos project,
More Chaos.
Yeah, and any release date perhaps do you have, or just what's gonna be on the project?
All I know is before tour. That's all I'm gonna say. Before tour. So like, that's what I'm aiming for, before tour. Tour start what, July 8th?
No.
Don't clip this, bro, cause like I said I'm trying before tour.
And this is after Ken just tweeted 7/5 last week teasing the release date. So it basically confirms that Ken is dropping next week, and he also kept up this tweet and didn't delete it. And we know Ken has lied about release dates in the past, like last year bro said Great Chaos was dropping in fucking July. But honestly bro, I think Ken got out of his lying phase for sure, I'm not gonna lie. And speaking of More Chaos, many fans have also been discussing if More Chaos is a album or a deluxe. And honestly my theory was that this shit is definitely a album for sure, because this is probably the only album he's dropping this year, most likely because he's gonna be in the Chaos era this whole year, with the tour obviously lasting this whole year. But since he hasn't been hyping up this album too much, aside from a few promo posts on the Great Chaos account and some snippets, I'm pretty sure this is just a 5-song deluxe, I'm not gonna lie. Plus if he drops a whole ass album before the Chaos tour, that's kind of a lot of music to actually listen to before the freaking tour, and it'll kind of take the shine away from the original Great Chaos album, which is the main part of the tour anyways. So yeah man, now looking back on it, it's definitely smarter if Ken drops a deluxe instead. As much as I wanted More Chaos to be a album and a second version of a Great Chaos, but yeah man, it looks like that will not be the case, man. RIP. So he'll probably start the whole next era next year and drop a whole new album. So yeah man, we'll see what happens, and we'll definitely see what the future of Ken Carson's career looks like. Songs that I could expect on More Chaos is definitely Double O Dark Side, Vampire, Karaoke. I obviously wanted Drugs Talking on More Chaos in my absolute grill, but thankfully it did actually leak, so amen, now I can die happily. Also, we actually did just get some songs actually confirmed to be on More Chaos, as these songs were actually copyrighted by UMG, and these songs that did indeed get copyrighted are Same Way, Mewtwo, Cheerleader, Exposed, Strike, and Kryptonite. So yeah man, this and should honestly give pretty good insight on how many songs that we actually will see on this More Chaos project, and if it actually is being copyrighted, it is probably a sign that it is indeed dropping this Friday. But yeah man, there's some crazy shit bro, on God. And now moving on to the tour, the opener for the Chaos tour has been announced, and that is, drumroll, 2 Hollis. Now honestly I haven't heard 2 Hollis prior to this whole opener thing being announced, but he actually is a alternative indie underground artist, and he actually just dropped the album, and I was listening to it while writing the script for this video, and low-key he actually makes some pretty fire music bro. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all Opium fans expand your horizons when it comes to listening to new music, man, hey man, I definitely recommend listening to 2 Hollis for sure. And 2 Hollis opening up for Ken will definitely boost his career for sure. I low-key wanted Lone or something as the opener, but I don't know what's happening with Lone at this point, and we'll talk about Lone in a second. But also going back to the Chaos tour, y'all get ready man, this shit's about to be absolutely insane. And as Ken said,
you scared? You should have stayed though. Fuck home.
And now moving on to Destroy Lonely, the Top Floor Boss. Where do I fucking start bro? As y'all know, Lone was gonna drop his album Love Us Forever this month in June, but now with all Fridays in June being over, we are not getting no album. After Lone basically gained the fans' trust after tweeting that he actually is playing new songs at Summer Smash, which he obviously did, and that he's dropping an album this month, and that he never meant to lie to his fans, which honestly fans definitely appreciated at the time. And this was around the same time where Lone dropped his song Love For Ya, that being the leading single to his album, which honestly I still definitely fuck with a lot. It was definitely looking up for some Lone fans, man. The album was on the way, and we just got a new single. But just last week week, Lone fans got hit with the one thing that fans hate to see happen to their favorite artist, and that is allegations. So Lone's girlfriend out of nowhere on one Wednesday morning last week spammed a whole lot of alleged shit, like how Lone didn't let his girlfriend listen to fucking Don Tolliver, but then made songs with them which will sadly never even drop, as well as Lone being abusive with some explicit pictures being posted by his girlfriend, Lone getting mad over Lucky, which Lucky was apparently with Lone's ex before, so that's kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie, with Lone being one of my favorite artists, I was like, yo, come on now, Lone. I honestly didn't even believe it at first, because at one point we all thought Lone was a super cool guy, but I don't know. Lone even tried responding to everything, but yeah, man, that shit did not end up working, and this ultimately pushed back the album, obviously, and fans obviously haven't switched up on Lone, since Opium fans will still support their favorite artists no matter how fucked up the crime they actually do commit. It's low-key sad, but I'm not even surprised. I honestly can't expect Lone's album to drop anytime soon. I mean, he didn't really have a rollout. I don't know what he was on saying he was gonna drop in like June. It was first supposed to drop in April, but I mean, who really knows? And with Ken and Homicide going on tours, hope Lone also goes on tour eventually. And speaking of Homicide Gang, they just dropped their album last month called I5U5 We5, and that shit is so hard. Is it better than Snot or Not or Homicide Lifestyle? Fuck no. But I really like the direction they went with this album, bringing a whole new hardcore punk aesthetic. It's honestly super fire, and the song with Yachty was super fire. My personal favorite was the song Death LOK. That's just absolutely heat. And I also bought tickets to their tour in September. They even got Bear One Bus opening for their tour. I don't think they'll ever go mainstream, honestly. They'll always have that super core fan base. They even got fans in China and shit.
Past summers! Opium only!
Definitely one of my favorite underground artists, regardless of the hate they actually do get. And apparently Michi teased Homicide Lifestyle 2, the sequel to their best album. That's honestly the best thing they could do, I'm not gonna lie. And now looking at the man who started it all, Playboi Carti, Mr. 2064 Music, it seems like Carti was super active, recently teasing new music, and after leakers threatened to leak the man's whole album. But recently Carti fans have been feasting a little, I'm not gonna lie. We obviously know Carti had his insane set at Summer Smash. Bro obviously played new music and the song All Red with no fans expected at all. That was easily Carti's best set ever. I could only imagine how insane Carti's tour will be if he ever announces the tour after the tragic antagonist fucking incident for y'all. Recently Discord leakers have been giving hella insight for the new Carti album, saying that he has 2 albums on the way, that obviously being iMusic and Baby Boy, and Carti's also going on an insane festival run these next few weeks. I can't wait to see how insane these shows are about to be, because the singles Hood by Aaron Ketamine sound absolutely insane being performed live, and with these many festivals being lined up, we gotta get some sort of album teaser, some shit from Carti. We gotta get at least some sort of fucking Carti official release on fucking Spotify this summer, bro. Not no fucking YouTube, Instagram drop, bro. Once this man Carti drops iMusic, it's over for the whole rap game. GG's. And once we get more insight on the Carti album, I'll be the first one to provide you guys with some news. Hey, y'all know me as the Indian Academics, bro. Come on now. Besides that, thank y'all for watching, man. It's been Amchan. Like and subscribe for more Opium content. And hey, man, thank y'all. I'm out. Wipe y'all. Stumble hop on that rig. Hop on the coupe, go bliss. Tryna hop on that whip. I see a lot, I pull out the stick. Nowadays, they all be on dick. It's Opium gang, I'm rocking that rig. They be talking shit like open your rent. You better be high, so y'all be on the fence. Straight up, we living the den.